So do you want to learn how to start beekeeping in 2019? Stay tuned and watch this video. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Griebenouw from Griebenouw Bee Farming. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and also if you like this video, please go like it and share it with your friends. Keep on watching to find out more. So how to start beekeeping in 2019? Well, it's easy. Just do it. It probably sounds like a Nike advert, but trust me, it's not. It's really simple. All you need to do is actually just start. A lot of beekeepers tend to read too much, they tend to actually watch too much of videos on YouTube and so forth. But the best way to learn is to actually just start. So this is how you do it. Alright guys, so it's actually very simple to start beekeeping in 2019. So sit back, relax, and listen to what I have to say. A lot of books that you can read, there's a lot of videos you can watch on how to start beekeeping, but I'm going to give you the little simple ones that you can actually have a look that help you the most. So if you want to read a book in South Africa itself, your best book to get is Beekeeping in South Africa, also better known between beekeepers as the Bee Bible or the Blue Book. So the book Beekeeping in South Africa is a must-have for all beekeepers. Even commercial beekeepers still use it today. So with this book you will be able to learn about bees in South Africa. You will learn the different hive dimensions that you do get and also the different types of hives. You'll also learn how to harvest your honey and also what products you can make from your wax, all of those type of things. The best thing for me is the floral segment of the book itself, where it tells you the different plants, different trees that you do get in South Africa, and also how great they are compared to pollen and nectar in the flowers itself. So guys, another great way to actually learn as well, especially as a new beekeeper, is join your local association. I will actually down below in the description put a few links to different associations in South Africa which you can join. But the ideal thing that I like about the associations is they've got field days where you can actually go and learn in practical. You learn from all the beekeepers that have been in this industry for years. And what I suggest you do as well, if they do have a social WhatsApp group or social chat group, join it. You will learn more via that chat group than you will actually learn in any book. Great way to do it as well is, if you've got any questions, you can actually put it onto the group, and there are experienced beekeepers that will tell you yay or nay what you need to do and what you should avoid. So how to start? So guys, it's simple. To keep bees, you need something to keep them in, and that's where your hive comes in. There are so many different types of hives in the world itself. Most commonly used in South Africa would be your Landstroth. There are a lot of guys that do use the top bar and so forth, but the Landstroth itself is most commonly used in South Africa due to it makes it much easier for pollination services to transport your hive. It's very easy to harvest your honey from it as well. And now with a flow hive that has been created as well, you can actually fit the flow hive on top of your actual hive, which makes honey harvest even much easier. So guys, to get a hive, there's actually two options. Option number one is to actually go to your local bee supplier and actually just purchase a hive. Your second option, which is normally a bit more difficult to do if you don't know how to work with wood, or if you haven't had any experience in actual building anything, then don't try it. But you can actually go for cheap and build your own hive. So guys, a quick tip regarding building your own hive. If you can do it, because it will work out so much cheaper to build your own hives than to go and purchase them. If you want to learn how to build your own hive, go have a look at How To playlist on my channel. In there's a few videos on how to build hives, catch hives, and do all of those type of things. So go have a look and it might just help. So what is next, do you ask? Let me tell you. So now you do have your hive, how to get your bees. Let me explain you how to do that. So again, when it comes to getting bees, there's two options. Option number one, which is normally easier for a starter beekeeper as well. And most of your commercial beekeepers do sell hives with bees. So the best is to go purchase your own bees. You can go to any bee supply equipment shop. They will be able to help you, to tell you who you can buy from and where you can buy from. Just a tip on that, especially in the country we do live in, be careful from who you buy and what you buy. Incidences that has happened where guys were selling other beehives or bees itself, which was stolen from another beekeeper. So just be careful from who you buy. Make sure you go to your local bee supply shop. They will be able to assist you with a reliable source to buy your bees. Your second option that you do have, which for me is much better for actual starter beekeeper, experience wise itself, because if you go out and you catch your own swarm, you actually start a colony from where they start to build and breed to where you want them to be. You actually learn much more with a swarm than actual buying bees which are already strong, or maybe a medium swarm, but they've already built out comb, they've already started laying eggs. The best experience to build is get a swarm that needs to build out their comb, and you can actually see step by step how your swarm is doing. But remember, there's always a risk when catching swarms. You can wait years before you actually catch a swarm, or your colony will start and a month, two down the line, they will just actually abscond and leave a hive completely. So remember that risk is there, but for me personally, experience wise, do try and catch your own swarm. And if you want to catch your own swarm, go have a look under the how-to playlist on my channel. There will be videos there to show you how to build your own catch hive, and also how to catch an actual swarm, how to put the trap out and to lure bees into the hive. So now that you have your hive, or you're waiting for bees to move in, it's time to get your equipment ready. So starting with the essential equipment you will need as a starter beekeeper. It's simple, it's easy. It is a bit expensive at start, but it's something you will use for quite a long time. So first of all, what you will need is to actually get a bee suit. Get one that probably has a veil that can zip up and down. It's easier, in what I've learned in my personal experience, it's easier to have one in the long term, especially when you start doing pollination services, all of that. It's much easier. If you are looking for a cheaper version or cheaper way to get a bee suit, go actually to your local agricultural store. Go buy a normal overall, preferably white. And the reason for that is most predators out there for bees are normally grey in color or dark in color going to black. So a lighter color just helps you, because the bees won't be that aggressive towards you when you work with them. But get yourself a proper bee suit. Make sure you get proper gloves. And I'm not talking about getting your normal cleaning gloves that you use. Get proper beekeeping gloves. Reason why I say that is the last thing you want to do is get bees going up your sleeve, going into your overall, or stinging you on your hands. But unfortunately, this is beekeeping. You will get stung. What you want to do is to prevent them from stinging you as much as possible. So you do get proper beekeeping gloves where you will actually have a synthetic or leather glove with a piece of material that actually goes up to almost at your shoulder. This just prevents you being stung on your hands and your arms. But as I said, this still will happen. But next thing you want to do is get yourself some proper boots. Most guys don't use any boots or anything, but it just helps. It helps the bees not getting into your overalls, stinging you on your legs. There's so many different reasons for that. So go to your local agricultural supply store and go buy yourself some white gum boots. They're not that expensive and they will last long. So guys, before I forget, when you buy your bee suit, buy it at least a size or two larger. Reason for that is the last thing you want is a tight bee suit on you where the bees will sting you. Wherever the suit goes tight against your skin, the bees will know it and they will sting you. So buy one that's about a size or two larger. Because especially when the bees are aggressive, the last thing you want to do is have 20-30 stings while you're working with them. So a loose bee suit will just help you prevent them stinging you more. The other thing as well is it helps in the summertime for air ventilation. Especially when it's hot, you will sweat a lot as well. But having a looser suit itself that's not that tight around your body will slightly help with air ventilation, and it will also help if you actually put something else underneath it, or you can actually put sponge in it as well to help keep the clothing off your body. So now that your bee suit is sorted out, what you will need to do is get your tools to use to actually inspect a hive. Your most important one that you will definitely need is the smoker. Smoker, you will need to make sure, depending on how much of beekeeping you will do, get one that's big enough for your use. Get a normal medium to large size one. It helps to do a few hives at a time. If you're going to have 100 hives, then rather go for the extra large or the larger bee smoker, because it will just help you to stuff more pine needles or whatever in there to help you smoke the bees. So the main use for the smoker is just to puff the bees when you go for inspection of the hive. The smoke actually overmasks their communication within the hive, so it helps you to work without the bees communicating between each other and communicating that they need to attack you. It helps also for when you work on a frame or work with any other bee hive part and the bees are in your way. Just give it a puff or two. It will help you to get the bees out of your way, but they will return back to that area. So just keep that in mind. The smoke doesn't keep them away permanently. It will give you a few seconds to get the bees out of your way and to do what you need to do. But do not over smoke them. That's the worst thing you can ever do. Never ever over smoke them. Just like we humans don't like smoke, the same with bees. Bees do not like smoke. A lot of guys say that when you do puff the smoke into the hive, the bees actually think there's a wildfire nearby. So what they tend to do is they actually go fill their tummies, their stomachs up with honey, and this makes them less aggressive. But they will still sting you if they want to. Another tool that you will need is a hive tool. So there's quite a few different shapes, different models, and so forth. But in my experience, the one that I actually prefer from all the other hive tools is called the J tool. I will have a few pictures up as well, and as you can see, it is almost like in the shape of a J. It actually helps you to pry the frames loose from each other, and also the J part at the bottom helps you to actually just hook underneath the frames and lift them up when trying to pick them up. Another tool that you will need as well, especially when starting, is just a bee brush. A bee brush will help you just to actually sweep away the bees that's in your way as well. So especially when you're inspecting the hive and you want to see what's inside the comb, if there's larvae, if there's eggs, and so forth. And normally what will happen is as you take the frame out, the frame will be full of bees. Puffing the bees with smoke will help, but it won't get rid of all the bees. And that's where your bee brush will come in. You just gently swipe them off to get them out of the way so that you can see what you need to do. Do be careful when you do sweep them as well, because you do not want to injure your bees as well. And also by giving fast and hard sweeps over the comb, you will actually make the bees more aggressive as well. So nice, short and soft sweeps over the bees just to shove them away. That's all that you want to do. Guys, it's simple. You can buy all these tools via the internet, or actually just go to your local bee store. The other place you can also go to, which is now becoming more common as well, is actually go to your local agricultural store. They're actually starting to stock bee supplies. Or bee equipment. Sorry. So guys, I hope this video helps you a lot. If there's any other ideas that you do have, please leave a comment, and also let me know what you think. Leave it right here in the bottom in the comments. I will leave a lot of the info, places where you can buy, the associations you can join, all in the description. So if you are interested, just go follow the links. They will help you a lot, and there's great beekeepers that's been in this industry for 30-40 years that are willing to help you when you get started. So guys, for more content on beekeeping itself, just go have a look at the how-to playlist, which will probably pop up here, or actually just go look at some of the other videos of how to build your hives, how to inspect a hive. All of that will be on my channel. Let me know what you guys think, and good day, guys.